The Krythari were a proud and ancient species, their history filled with tales of conquest and glory. But for Zara, a Krythari woman with shimmering silver scales and glowing violet eyes, that pride meant nothing. Zara had been cast out by her own kind, branded a traitor for daring to speak out against the Krythari's brutal practices. She had been left to die on a desolate moon, her scales dulled by despair and her spirit broken. But fate had other plans for her. Captain Eli Grayson was a human explorer, known throughout the galaxy for his courage and compassion. He had spent years traveling the stars, helping those in need and standing up for the oppressed. When his ship, the Starlight, picked up a faint distress signal from the moon, Eli didn't hesitate. "We need to check it out," he said to his crew. His first officer, a pragmatic Crothian named Tvek, frowned. "That moon is in Krythari territory. It's too dangerous. Someone's in trouble," Eli said firmly. "We can't just ignore that." When they landed on the moon, they found Zara lying in the shadow of a crumbling ruin. Her scales were dull, her breathing shallow, and her eyes barely glowing. Eli rushed to her side, his medical kit in hand. "Hang on," he said, his voice calm but urgent. "I've got you." Zara's eyes flickered open, her voice weak but defiant. "Who are you?" "Captain Eli Grayson," he said, already working to stabilize her. "And you're going to be okay." Zara wanted to argue, to tell him she didn't need his help, but the pain was too much. She slipped into unconsciousness as Eli worked tirelessly to save her life. Back on the Starlight, Eli spent hours tending to Zara's wounds. Her injuries were severe: malnutrition, dehydration, and deep cuts from the moon's harsh environment. But Eli was determined. When Zara finally woke up, she found herself in the ship's medical bay, her body wrapped in bandages and her pain dulled by medication. "You're awake," Eli said, his voice warm with relief. Zara's eyes narrowed. "Why did you save me?" Eli raised an eyebrow. "Because it's the right thing to do." Zara frowned. "I'm Krythari. My kind would have left me to die. Why would you help me?" Eli shook his head. "I don't care what species you are. You needed help, and I was in a position to give it." Zara stared at him, her defiance wavering. She had never met anyone like Eli, someone so selfless, so kind. As the days passed, Zara began to recover. Eli checked on her regularly, his gentle demeanor and quick wit slowly breaking down her walls. "You're not like other humans," Zara said one evening as Eli changed her bandages. Eli chuckled. "What do you mean?" "You're different," Zara said, her voice softer than usual. "You don't care about power or wealth. You just care about helping people." Eli smiled. "I guess that's true, but I think everyone has the capacity to care. They just need the right motivation." Zara's eyes flickered with something unreadable. "Maybe." When the Starlight arrived at a Galactic Federation outpost, Eli offered Zara a choice. "You can stay here," he said. "The Federation will protect you. Or you can come with me." Zara hesitated, her glowing eyes studying Eli's face. "Why would you want me to come with you?" Eli shrugged. "I could use someone with your strength and resilience. Plus, I think you'd make a great addition to the crew." Zara's scales shimmered faintly, a sign of her inner conflict. I don't know if I belong anywhere." Eli placed a hand on her shoulder, his touch gentle but firm. "You belong wherever you choose to belong. And if you choose to stay with us, you'll always have a place on the Starlight." Zara's eyes softened, her glow brightening slightly. "All right, I'll come with you." As the days turned into weeks, Zara began to find her place among the crew. Her strength and resilience made her a valuable asset, and her sharp mind and quick wit earned her the respect of her fellow crewmates. But it was her bond with Eli that truly changed her. He showed her kindness, patience, and understanding. things she had never known among her own kind. One evening, as they stood on the observation deck watching the stars, Zara turned to Eli. "Thank you," she said softly. Eli smiled. "For what?" "For saving me," Zara said, her voice filled with emotion. "For showing me that I'm more than what my kind made me out to be." Eli's heart swelled with warmth. "You've always been more, Zara. You just needed someone to see it." As the starlight continued its journey through the stars, Zara felt a sense of peace she had never known. She had been thrown away by her own kind, but in Eli, she had found a new family. And as she stood beside him, watching the stars streak by, she knew that she had found something truly extraordinary.